Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. Today we got a super cool video in store for you guys. Now what we did was we picked out a rare, key, Holy Grail game for each one of the PlayStation consoles that is no longer in production. We have a game for PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. Now each one of these are Holy Grail games, very tough to find on the secondary market, impossible to find sealed almost, and even complete box versions are going to cost you thousands of dollars. Now, this is being filmed in August of 2020, so any of the price information we'll give you guys is current as of today. If you're watching this at a future date, the prices will possibly change. So let's go ahead and get started looking at a Holy Grail game for the PlayStation 1. And this is a game that a lot of you casual collectors may have never seen before, but hardcore collectors and investors know this game all too well. This is a tough game to find. This is LSD Dream Emulator. This was produced and developed by Asmik Ace Entertainment, released in Japan only in 1998, conceptualized by Osamu Sato, a Japanese multimedia artist, based on a dream journal kept by Haruka Nishikawa, an Asmik Ace game designer. Now, Sato drew inspiration from that dream journal for a lot of the dreamscapes in this game and for the concept itself. Now, this game is a sight to behold. If you never played this game, it is pretty wild. LSD Dream Emulator is an exploration game in its truest sense. There is no objective to the game, and the player just walks around and explores these surreal environments. As a player, you can move only forward, backwards, and side to side. There's a lot of NPCs and objects within the game. Certain objects that you touch will warp you into a whole other setting altogether, and certain objects in the game will actually kill you. The game is played in levels, or dreams, that last up to about 10 minutes. The player begins each dream in a random area that you begin exploring. The dream ends after about 10 minutes, in which time the character wakes up, or it ends early if the player interacts with certain objects or dies. Now this game is incredibly tough to find. Even a complete box version of this is going to cost you well over $1,000. There's only a handful of these that are known to exist sealed. This is one of them. As you can see, this is graded by WADA, 9.8 A++. This is one of those few sealed copies. There's only been about 2 sealed copies that came up in the last 3 or 4 years. So incredibly tough to find. A key to the PlayStation 1, one that a lot of people don't know about because it was a Japan-only release. But keep your eyes out for this one. Definitely worth adding to your collection if you can find it as a key to the PlayStation 1. Now, the Holy Grail game for the PlayStation 2 is a no-brainer. This is one that all you are familiar with. This is Rule of Rose. This was produced by Punchline for Sony Entertainment, released in 2006. Now, this follows Jennifer trying to survive this horrific setting in a world ruled by young girls in the orphanage. Everybody knows about this game. It was actually shrouded in controversy when some of the details of the gameplay before release were kind of blown out of proportion. So the release was actually banned in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Sony America and Europe did not want to localize the title, so Atlas for North America and 505 Games for Europe chose to publish the titles for those respective areas. The Atlas North America version is the really rare limited production run. So this is the one that you want to add. This is the key to the PlayStation 2. This is the Holy Grail for the PlayStation 2. Now, like I said, the Atlas version, very limited production. 505 game, the 505 published the games in Europe, and they're a little bit more abundant. You can still find those games a lot more affordable than this one. Like I said, this is the one that is the Holy Grail for the PlayStation 2. So keep your eyes out for this one. Definitely one to think about adding to your collection if you could find it. A Holy Grail game for the PlayStation 2 that everybody already knows about. But still goes, still needs to be shown. And now for the PlayStation 3, we have a pretty big one here. Here we have a game that needs no introduction. The Last of Us. This is the post-pandemic edition of this game. Now, this was one of the best-selling games of all time, selling over 20 million copies in its existence as of today. Won numerous Game of the Year awards. It's been lauded and praised by critics and fans alike for its portrayal of female characters, its storyline, its narrative. Just what also considered one of the best games ever created. So, super great game, incredible title, and this is one that everybody knows, but the post-pandemic edition is the Holy Grail for the PS3. Now this is super tough to find. This is a sealed one. We're not actually going to open this because it is sealed, and the sealed definitely adds a little bit more to the value. Even on the secondary market, the open boxes are going to cost you a couple $1,000s, but the sealed ones, kick it up a little bit. Now, we do have the original flyer promo for this, so we can still show you guys what is included in the set. Now, in this set, there's actually a few key items. The first one being the statue of Joel and Ellie. Now, this was highly sought after as soon as it was released, and today this is still going to cost a couple $1,000s just for the statue alone. Now, the second key item is a Dark Horse printed limited edition Last of Us comic book. Now, this was a limited edition print. This one here sells for around $1,000 secondary market. If you have a CGC 9.8, you're going to kick that price up a little bit, probably closer to $2,000, or at least in the mid-thousand. Now, there is, of course, a steelbook version of this game included as well, but those other two items are the key for this set. Now, The Last of Us Post-Pandemic Edition, like I said, super key, Holy Grail item, released in 2013, published by Naughty Dog for Sony Entertainment. Definitely a Holy Grail item to keep your eyes on if you're collecting the Holy Grails for each system. So those 3 games are our Holy Grail suggestions for PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. Please let us know if you agree with these or if you have suggestions of your own. Let us know if you guys have any of these games, especially the Dream Emulator. We'd love to hear if any of you guys actually have that game or if you have a sealed copy of it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.